Hi everyone, welcome to our treasure home. Just a few seconds early to be alright. So thank you to all the TV watchers. Hi everyone, welcome to our Whoops. TV watchers, people who are in the chat. Hi Karma. And then people who will watch later on in the replay. So I thank y'all so much for being here and everything. And my alarm goes off to let me know what time it is. Hi Kim, how you doing? So, alrighty. Whew, it's been a busy day. Hey Marketplace, how you doing? First day of school and orientation things and everything, and oh boy, they didn't waste no time of what they gave those kids stuff to do today already. Hey Rebecca. So I was like, oh my goodness, really? I don't, that sure has changed since I've been in school. I homeschool my son. We just kind of like look up when we want to. This is online school, so it's a little bit different. It's still homeschool, but it's online school. If y'all understand that. So, and if I had known how to write the letter to, I know how to write the letter for the state of Virginia, but not here. I had all, everything all lesson planned and everything. But boy, whew. But overall, Anastasia says she does have some really nice teachers. Her mom said the same thing. So it's going to be a great school year. Which one? John 10:10? The thief cometh not, but to steal, kill, and destroy. I come that you may have life, and that you may have it to the full. And have it more abundantly. See? God says we'll have it more abundantly. Jesus told us that. That's what he came to give us life for. And abundantly doesn't always necessarily mean monetarily, but abundantly is abundantly. I know I have an abundant life. That's how you look at it. I have all my YouTube friends here, and well, most importantly, my family upstairs. But y'all know what I mean. Now, my favorite verse is Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. But you gotta remember, you gotta go before the verse and after the verse, because there's things before. He tells us not to worry. He knows that we need of food, shelter, clothes. So, yes, indeed. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. I'll sit there and turn this way because normally I put my left leg up and or just stretch it out because it's been giving me a fit here the last few days. But I know it's this chair, and I get the pillow and bring it over here. Ah, look who's here! There she is.
Yep.
Hey, Rebecca.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing really good.
That's great.
Yeah.
Hi, Jane Doe. Hi, everyone.
Alrighty. Yeah, so, just, I don't feel like always bringing the pillow over, so I just sit in the chair. Oh, but I'm working on looking at different pillows anyway. John 10:10 got me through high school. Yes, indeed. I understand that. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So, sewing project. All right. So, my sewing project is I want to take Anastasia's old clothes that she can't get into anymore and everything, and make a quilt out of it. So instead of cutting it, I decided I would take the hem out. So the front, like on this little thing, the front would be the front of the quilt and use the back as the back of the quilt. Well, then so many things have little armholes and then the little neck, borders or whatever you want to call them. Well, it's like this on there, but I'm taking it off. So these extra pieces, like this,
I
and
prepped for Eternity Homestead.
hey, Jennifer, and these I'm going to use to make the binding around the quilt. So it will be it's going to be a mishmash quilt, but the binding will match all the stuff that's in here. So, and this project is going to take a whole lot longer than I thought it was. I won't say a little longer, but a whole lot longer than I thought. So I meant to tell you on stage that I'll tell her that tomorrow. So that her quilt may not be ready till next year, because this is seam ripping is a tedious job. And that's all that is right now, is seam ripping all the seams out to get everything separated. I was like, oh, we can sit here and, I'll be going through, yeah, right. The stretchers don't use it for binding. No, that had a little stretchy thing in it to make it stretch, but this, it don't stretch. No. And I've got so much and everything to do with that. 2 bags full. So I have a lot of work ahead of me on that one. So, but that's okay. That's okay. And she's got a lot of shirts and gowns that have little decorations and stuff on the front. So that one had a bow on the front. So I'm going to leave that there.
Hi, the Bud Files.
Hey, Bud Files, how are you? There you go. What? Now, see, that's not what we're supposed to do. Silly thing. And I wasn't supposed to be doing that one either.
Is that the one you want?
Like you a little on the side and me big so they can see this.
There you go.
All right, there we go. So yeah, see that has a cutesy little bow on it, so I'm going to keep it there. And that'd be the front of her, and the back is going to use as the backing. Now, if I decide to put padding, my mind is just like, whatever you want to call it tonight, in the middle of it, we'll see. I'm quite sure I will, because some of the material is thin and some of it's thick, so we'll just sit there and go with it and everything. And crochet projects, goodness gracious. I make these slippers all the time. I got them from Jada and Stitches. But she has a leisure art booklet that she has. That's where she got them from. This slipper, and then I ran out of the 2 colors, so it's kind of like I kind of like this one better, but that's what I did. So instead of wearing socks, I wear these, so if I accidentally bump my toe or hit my toe on something, it doesn't hurt as bad. You actually go around the corner and wham, you hit your foot. So I'm like, oh my goodness.
I got to watch Nancy crochet those. That was so cool.
Yeah, they work up really quick. But I was just, one yarn was stiffer than the other one. So I was having, pulling it because you use two yarns together. Well, I'll put these here. So it's two yarns together. And it's like, I was just having a problem at one time. Then I started it wrong. I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't right. So I had to undo that, go back to the video. And then once I saw the video, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You start with the toe part first and you work the way around and everything. I was like, I really need to write these down. And I really do. So, but some patterns are easy to remember. Some of them aren't. I just like having a written thing down because around here they like, especially in July, we're shutting the power off because we're starting on the electrical grid. I'm like, no, it just means you just ran out of gas that runs the electrical grid. That's all that is. I'm sorry. It's just funny because I had no idea until like a few years ago that I'm like, it should have been common sense, I guess, to them to get power is by putting gasoline in a tank to run the ever. I don't know. Oh my goodness. So here is the other part of the surprise. So I did go into and change the title just a little bit and then put surprise mail call and then change the thumbnail and everything. Because Rebecca sent me some wonderful things and I want to share them with everybody. All right. She sent me a cone of, is this the cotton yarn?
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either. It's thin.
It's kind of a stretchy. I mean, it could be used, I'm thinking for doilies maybe or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll figure something out with that. And if not me, then Anastasia. Because that's what it looks like. And it stretches us a little bit.
It does stretch.
And then she sent me it's like, I want to say it's gray. It's gray, but up in the camera it looks like it's multicolor. This one's the multicolor, the fuzzy one. We have a white fuzzy one. These would make great slippers. And that white fuzzy one. And we got two pink fuzzy ones. And then another gray one. That's pretty cool. Yeah, those would make some really soft slippers.
Ziploc bags are so nice to keep little balls of yarn together.
Yes, it is. Alrighty. Then we got this ball. This one has some blue in it. So it's like white and like baby, like a blue.
That's kind of like the same cone yarn.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure what it was for, so I figured, hey, maybe Nancy will be able to use it.
Exactly. And we got some yellow yarn. And there's no white in it, but I don't know why it's doing that. It's just all yellow. There we go. Maybe it's my break.
Do you want solo layout?
Oh, no. We're fine.
No. There you go.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this one. It's maroon, but it does have some brown in it. And then 1 white of that same type of yarn. Like, really cool. And then I know what this one is. Oh, dig it out. Woo-hoo. Here we go. Alrighty. We got 1 scrubby. That's blue and yellow. My favorite, green and red, Christmas colors. I have a purple one. It's like multicolor and cream. And I'll give these to Anastasia tomorrow. She'll like those. And then the scrubby. They'll help her day. And then I got out. I'm going to take my hair clip out.
Yep.
Because my Rebecca hat is in storage. So I have a Rebecca hat now. I know, they're so pretty. There we go. Got my hat. Yeah, it makes me think of it. This is old. Y'all remember that show called Rhoda? She had a hat. That's how her hats were back then, though. Back in the 70s. Yeah. So I'm like, I like this one. It's purple and gold. So that's cool. And then,
You remember who you got that from?
what's the hat?
Yeah.
I got that from you.
No, you got it from Jane Doe.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she gifted that one to you.
She gifted, yeah, on your birthday live.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that was in the package, because Rebecca, she didn't have to do this, but she did. When I was making the cookies on the cooking channel, the cream cheese walnut filled cookies. Oh, I would definitely be wearing a hat because, starting after next week, it's supposed to be getting colder. It's like, not kind of weather. She goes, you need a cookie cutter. I'm like, well, I have them, but I didn't have the 2 1/4 inch, well, the roller pen and then the cookie cutter. So she goes, we need a roller. I'm like, well, we have one, but now I don't know what it is about eyeballing to get the dough like it's supposed to be. It was supposed to be like either 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch thick. And what she does, she sends me this. Okay? Y'all see this? But it's not only that.
There should be a zipper on there to just zip it.
Yeah, it is. I'm just making it difficult.
Yes.
Keeping the suspense.
Yes, you are.
Keep suspense. The ends that go on all right, I'm gonna get these on here so that there we go. So If you want the cookie this size, you keep all the other rings. You take the rings off. If you want the blue size, you would just put the blue one on. If you need the red, you keep the red on and then the green. I'm just like, oh my goodness, that was so sweet. I'm like, Rebecca, you don't have to. She goes, but I want to. I'm like, okay. All right, so the green size is a 1/16 inch. The red is the 1/8 inch. The blue is the 1/4 inch. And then the orange is a 3/8 inch. So I would have had to do that size and then put the filling in and fold it up and everything. So
Thank you,
gonna come
Jane.
in handy.
I was like, that was supposed to be given to my sister Christine, but she isn't here anymore. So now Nancy's got it because she does more baking than I do. That's what.
I told her, I said, the Lord has, the Lord, there was a reason for that. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you'll be able to roll out that 1/8 of an inch that it said and know exactly.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there we go.
Definitely. And it's been sitting at my house for a while, and I was like, who am I going to give this to now?
I know. I was like, she goes, no. So we were talking about it and everything. I said, okay, if you want to, that's fine. I said, it is really cool, because all the cool new gadgets they have now that you don't have to sit there and measure yourself if you need 3/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch or whatever they call for it. Because, these cookie books and baking books, some of them are, older, and it's like, well, they didn't have anything like this back then. How did they measure it? I'm quite sure they took a ruler, had a special ruler that they, well, probably not even special ruler, just took a regular ruler and used it only in the kitchen.
Yeah, my brother's back there.
Get my out. So I'm just like, but that's cool. So now I'll just stick it underneath my table. There's no room in the drawer. That's full. And it's stuff that we use. I may not use it every day, but I use it. When I need it, I use it. So, and that drawer has like the smaller rolling pins, measuring cups up in the cabinet, but your teaspoons and tablespoons and stuff and everything. And yeah, so we have like 3 sets, because if you need a teaspoon of cinnamon and then a 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, then a teaspoon or something else, and then you're like, well, you got to clean all those so that you can use it again, because you don't want to mix the spices together. So I was like, we got like 3 sets. And I do have a ceramic set that I just don't use. It's just because it was cute and looks like a candy cane. I was like, no, we're just going to they're just for show. And
I have this set of ones that say smidgen, pinch, and just really small ones and a dash on it. Like, oh my gosh, I never even knew that they had those little measuring spoons like that.
I know. It's like, there's a pinch of this and a dash of that and a smidgen of that. And I'm like, why isn't it all the same? They go, no, that's not all the same. So then one of my aunts was trying to show me how they measured with their finger, smaller than pinky fingernail was like a pinch, a smidgen was small. I was just like, oh well, wait a minute in here. But that's how they measured. And I was like, it was funny because she just going on and everything. I was like, yeah, sometimes you look back, you miss those days, but that's like, you got to look back and go, those were good days and just keep on going. So, yeah, I tried to get Anastasia to bed early last night. It didn't work. I know she's tired. I mean, we were up at 7:30 in the morning now. Because I remember, well, okay, fourth grade. Yeah, fourth grade they had homeroom. But homeroom was at 8:30. So I would get up at 7:30 and sit there and get stuff done. And because her and I would talk the night before. And I would ask, would you want something for breakfast, or pancakes or waffles, or, on, and a list would go on. And so I would get up and make coffee and everything. And then while she's in homeroom, I'd be making breakfast. And then we have an hour between homeroom and first class connect. So we do what we could do with the online lessons and eat breakfast at the same time. And like, oh, I'm just really happy and glad this year her dad is off Monday through Thursday. because like he's the one that keeps them all, both of them, calm for, and everything. And then but while she's in class connect or whatever, he makes breakfast. He makes some good breakfast. I still haven't had bacon again yet. I'm just keeping it. So last Tuesday I had steak just to try it out to see if I would have a reaction, and nothing. What's going on here and here and here is the outside pollen. And of course it didn't help. I was outside messing with the tomato plant again. Trying to pick, it just like, whoo. And so now it's like over the whiskey barrel. So I'm trying to, fix it so it's not on the ground or anything. And then, that video is coming out. So y'all see what it's doing. I'm like, I guess I will need a tomato cage for this thing because it's like going this way, it's going that way. I'm like doing the best I can. The cucumber behind it was growing up, but then it's gotten heavy. So I'm trying to get that to stand up on the that's like a pole for wind chimes. And so it was a door, so I went and tied that up today and everything. So I was just like, okie dokie. And then I got around 15 banana peppers Saturday? No. Yeah. Saturday or Sunday I picked them. But there's still more out there. And so I am going to make either some pickled peppers or I'm going to ferment them. Because I was like, these are all mine. You can't have it once anymore. But I did save seeds from one of them, and I'll probably save some more seeds from a couple more. That's a lot of seeds in those things. And I figured, well, since it grew so well, save seeds from the pepper that's already used to this weather and this environment, and then that way I can grow it again. I will definitely change the different containers. I'm not going to put the peppers in the same container as I did this year. And the same way with the tomato. I think next year I'll just switch them. That way the tomatoes back up against the back of the house and peppers are further up. But I'm like, that's all right. Now, my fennel, I'm giving y'all all the sneak peeks of it before the video comes out. But the fennel ferns grew. That's all I was gonna say. It's a fennel. How's my cucumber? It's 2 inches long now. I was just like, oh my goodness, it's so cute. It's bigger than this picture because this picture was the other day. There's our cucumber. So it's like, and it's still got a lot of flowers on it, and I'm still waiting. I'm like, I'm gonna go out there one day and there's gonna be all cucumbers everywhere. That would be wonderful. And I'm not putting that in that front whiskey barrel either. So I'm just like, I had to go back and look at when I plant the seeds, how long it takes to germinate, and all, the full thing. So it was 120 days for the cucumbers. So from April 20th, that'd be May, June, July, August is the right time for it. And we got little itty bitty ones, and one looked like it was just drying up and was shriveling, and I picked it off, and I was like, well, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Because there was two more the same way. I'm like, I'm leaving them alone. I'm just going to leave them. So I was like, we're going to see what y'all do. So I'm like, but yeah, that's my stuff that's going on, the projects. My nice little mail call from Rebecca. And yeah, because the yellow one is that same type of yarn. So I might just put all three of them together to make something and everything. But those other little fuzzy ones, they would make some good slippers. And then you slide across the kitchen floor and fall on your butt.
Don't do that, my friend.
That's why I've been walking with the canes, because my hip the last couple of days, it's like I get up, take 2 steps out, okay, doing good, and all of a sudden it's like the left side is like, oh no, and I'm just like, just get to the wall before you fall on the floor. Like, that's not good. But I'm just like, I have lost 38 pounds so far. So if you come to the live Wednesday night and we talk about health and stuff and eating and what I'm doing and everything, I'll show you what 38 pounds looks like that I've lost. I'm not doing it tonight. That's for Wednesday night. And then I haven't decided what I'm cooking Friday night. I have to think about that. Because I made the white sauces. Those turned out really good. And I've got to do another video on that to show what it looks like now that it's like settled and everything. But it's more congealed than it did anything else. But it's really good. And then Saturday night is the Bible study, and it'll be part 5. And I put my notebooks away, so I can't tell you what part 5 will be about. Because we got a notice on the door that pest control will be in here Thursday. So, lovely. So, hey, as much as I use essential oils, we don't have anything. Thank you, Lord. Because especially patchouli and the peppermint and stuff like that, spiders don't like the smell of peppermint. They go away. So, and then because my cleaning spray, I've done a video before on that treasure home, but when I use my cleaning spray, it's just a spray bottle. You fill it up with water to about 2 inches from the top. You want to leave some room, and I put Castile soap in it, and then like a teaspoon of dish soap, whatever one, it was Dawn or whatever which one you use. And then if you have peppermint essential oil, I use like about 15 drops. But I also put like eucalyptus or bergamot, because I have a set that has all that. But it's just straight peppermint will work. And if you don't have essential oils, peppermint extract, cooking extract, does the same thing. You just I would put half a teaspoon of the peppermint extract in it. You shake it up and spray. When you clean, your house smells like peppermint. It smells really good. And then, the bugs don't like that smell, so they go away. I take mine. Right, so this one I have, the one I have, Anastasia says mermaid, the other one says dragon, but that has patchouli in it and everything. And, oh my goodness, you still clean. I know you're busy, Karma. So, I am trying to remember. What brand I have it from without going to get it. And that is not, I almost had something. Let me go get it.
Oh yeah, this thing's getting really big, Nancy.
It is.
Yeah. I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. Nancy did not know I was going to come, but I was here before her live started, and we made a decision to just put me down there and just come up when it was about time for her to show the box. I sent her. In fact, Jane Doe got her package today too. I shipped them on the same day, but they weren't supposed to get to the places on the same day, but they did. I just think that's so neat.
Oh, that is cool. Ron, are you okay? All right, let me see here.
I'm glad it was Jane Doe.
Oh, I know. All right. So that one consists of patchouli, rose, jasmine, floral, embedded. It's topped with nuances of citrus and softened with vanilla and powder base. This is truly unique and quality aroma. So it's got patchouli, rose, jasmine, floral, embedded, whatever that is, vanilla, and citrus. So citrus can be orange, lemons, lime, but the patchouli, you really smell the patchouli. So, and little critters don't like that smell either. So we were having ants it was really hot in July. We had, because it was hot up there, they were in my garden, in the whiskey barrels and containers and everything, because, that was cooler than being under the ground. I'm like, just go back to your home under the ground. That's cool. So I was spraying at the doors and everything, and that kept all that out. So that's a neat little trick to make your own spray, and then To me, it cleans just as well as it does any other spray. There was a thing on Instagram. It was a comedy, and I forgot who the guy was, but he said, "You're talking about you go to the store and you pick up lemon pie, and it says um, it has lemon artificial lemon flavoring, and it was a pie and something else that was lemon." And he goes, and then you go to the furniture polish and pick up Pledge, and it says made with real lemons. He goes, I think they got it backwards. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like that's kind of backwards.
Yeah, why are they putting it in the cleaner and not the pie?
But you know, and this was not a comedy act that's current. I mean, you could tell this was from like in the 80s and everything, because not only the clothes, but it was just, you know, the camera way and stuff and everything. And it's like, it's so funny. I showed Anastasia. I said the next time you go to the grocery store with your mom and dad, look at it. It'll sit there and that's what it says. Made with artificial flavoring. You go to the furniture polish, it says with real lemon. I know, Kim. We just thought that was funny. So, you know, but she had a kind of it wasn't as like a rough day, but it kind of was, because they said they had this one kid in orientation. He would not be quiet. They said her mom was telling us what was going on. She goes, if we had done that, we would have been hit. You know. So what happened was they changed the stuff. They changed programs and everything. And the kid just was like, she goes, she called him an entitled kid, and he was going, "Oh, why'd y'all change the program? Well, we can't do this with this one. We can't do that with this one. And we can't change our profile pic. The other one was so much better." And on he went. And Anastasia's dad asked, was the boy's dad sitting beside him? And Anastasia's mom goes, yeah, he just sat there, didn't do anything. Like, oh my goodness. We have been told to be quiet or something or another, you know. Come outside and get that switch. You better get the biggest one too. Yep. We had a Cynthia bush. And I was like, oh, I did not like those. Oh, and we had a weeping willow tree. So we cut the Cynthia bush. But it was funny. The weeping willow tree, my best friend and I, we would sit there and we'd get one when my mom wasn't looking, and, you know, get the leaves off. But, you know, we use it as a whip. You know, shades back then, you know, we went out there with a lasso because it would roll up like a lasso, you know, Wonder Woman and her lasso. So that's what we would do. Take that, get the longest one we could get off the tree, roll it up and tie it. And then when we were playing Wonder Woman, we had it hooked on to the side of our pants or shorts or whatever. Take it off, and then, you know, there you go. Then we had our lasso. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's one way to make your own spray. Is take the lemon peel and orange peel and make your own. You can also make your own lemon extract, orange extract. You can use vodka, brandy, rum, And some people leave it in there for 4 weeks. Some say 6 weeks. It just depends on how strong you want the flavoring. And then, that's how they make the stuff in the store, unless you buy the artificial stuff. It's like, how do you make artificial flavoring? I don't understand that. You know?
Chemicals.
Yeah, that's right. It's chemicals.
Just chemicals to replicate the flavor.
I know. I made some vanilla, so I'm gonna be making a video when I strain that and everything, and also I just gotta figure something else to put it in. But I got two that's made with rum. One is made with vodka. So I was like, I can't wait to taste them because it's been over. I think it's been a year. I know one's been a year. Alright, let's see here.
Oh, I bet that is true, Kim. If we really knew where all that stuff comes from.
All right. So this is the one that's made with the rum, and I did it 8/31/24. So this is a year. I think it looks pretty good. They say some people do a year. It's 18 months or longer. So I'm gonna probably open one of them. I'll probably open this one up just because I want to see what it tastes like. I'll do a video and everything because it's like, But Sandy from Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, in Arizona, I won those vanilla beans from her, and she has a video about how to make it. Fully simple. So I was like, I decided, I want to make my own vanilla instead of buying the old cheapo mess in the store because the real stuff's expensive. Carmen, I make my own dehydrator.
Have you ever heard of using water to make vanilla?
No.
I'm going to have Ronald go get something. Ronald, do you know that bottle that's up there that
I make my own dehydrator using either vodka or gin
that says vanilla on it?
It's
Not the
80%
last one, but the other one.
then whatever essential oils that you want. Pour the alcohol into a small spray bottle and add your essential oils. That is cold.
Bring it here, please. I picked this bottle up at the Amish community. And you see that it says on that bottle, pure vanilla, but it's made with water. Now, when I got this, it was clear. You could see completely through this bottle. But look what it's done.
Are the vanilla beans still in there?
I don't see them in there. But yeah, it was clear vanilla, and it was processed in water.
So they must have done a hot process type thing.
Made from finest vanilla beans. But I'm not kidding. Ronald can attest to this when I bought this. Mm-hmm. It was clear.
Yes.
And now you see what it's done. It's like, okay.
I would ask them next time you see them, is it supposed to do that? Because if it don't have the vanilla bean in there, then...
And it is product of Mexico. It says it's extract, but it says pure Mexican vanilla extract. But yeah, I wanted the clear so that if I was like baking cookies and then it changed to that color, I was like, what?
Yeah, some don't sound right with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Was that at the farmer's market you got that?
No, I got that at the Amish community.
Oh,
Up the
okay.
road. Up the road.
Well, the next time you go, you ask them, is it supposed to change color?
I certainly will.
Yeah, you can use vodka, rum, bourbon, I guess whiskey. Just sit there, but you know, I've never. Hey, Sandy be a good person to email and ask. Because like I'm so new to learning how to do all this because I wasn't shy growing up.
Is it maybe because I had it sitting out, and not be in a dark place that it did that, or what? You know,
Oxidized.
it oxidized or something?
It might have been. But I know if that's the case, like McCormick, if you get McCormick pure vanilla, that's white. That's clear. And I've never seen change. But I don't know what they use. Well, you gotta look and see what they use to make it in. Kim says I had some pure Mexican vanilla and it's dark. Well, what color is the vanilla that you got from Jesse and Lisa?
It's dark. It's dark.
See, I always wonder how they get it clear because the vanilla beans change the color. Change the color of it.
When I go back up there, I will show you those bottles because they still sell them.
Okay.
And it's clear. I figured, oh, I got clear vanilla instead of it changing the color when I'm making French toast. I put vanilla in there, and I wanted to keep it clear so that it wouldn't change the color of the eggs.
Right. And take a picture of your bottle of what it did, and then you can show them. Is that supposed to be doing this?
I go to the one that's up in Clark, Missouri. It's about 30 minutes from my house, up Highway 22. That's the one I go to. And I purposely got it that because it was clear. And then, because I wanted clear, like I said, I didn't want the eggs turning dark with the vanilla in there.
Exactly.
Strange.
I don't know. I'll tell you. Oh my goodness. And so I got the screen I'm going to use up, and I've connected it to this screen. I'm going to start another blanket because I have a whole lot of orange. So I figured I'll just do the middle green and then start with the orange. And I'll just do a blanket. Like I taught Rebecca how to do that rectangle gradient square. I really like how that works because it works up so well and so fast.
I mean, I started on this on the 3rd, and you see how much I've gotten done on this thing.
But I really can't take the credit for that because it was Creative Grandma that I went to watching her teach how to do that stitch.
Thank you, Kim. what I'm doing now is I was kind of trying to make a decision because where the purple is, I have another ball of that purple. But what I ended up doing is doing that purple with the blue, then the purple and the blue. And I was going to do the same thing where I did just a little bit of purple and then put blue. But I'm going to finish using this ball and then go with the blue and then back to the purple, then finish off with the rest of the blue that I have. Hi, Misha.
Hey, Misha, how you doing?
It's good to see you. Someone asked me today how many yards of this I have. I have no clue. I don't remember. Oh, you don't. You're not gonna bother my yarn cat. Oh, he's not happy. He's like, no, you don't. Nope. Oh, I'm doing great. Just working on this blanket.
Yeah. So I pinned the video from Creative Grandma at the top and everything. If y'all want to, anybody who wants to go and watch her make that stitch and everything. And to me, the reason why I like it better, because you chain long, chain 18, then you go in 2 from the hook and you start that way. Whereas with a regular granny square, and I haven't shown Rebecca how to do this yet, but the regular one is like you chain 4, go back to the first chain, and then you chain 4, then you double crochet 3 more in the first chain, so that's your first little section. Then you chain the 2, you keep going around, and then that keeps going around, makes a square, the granny square. And it's like, it's not bad, but it's just sometimes that felt like tedious. Whereas this, man, I was just like, chain 18, you do this, you go, and I was just like, it was just so fast. I was like, I like that. So that's the one I did. That's the yarn I used up. Oh. When I did the scrappy blanket. This one.
There we go.
And then I started with this one, the pink and turquoise, but I ran out of that yarn, so I gotta get some more. But I was like, it was fast. I was like, before I do it, I was like, oh, okay, I'm out of that yarn. How can I get some of those colors? So, yeah, as far as, like I said, as far as working on Anastasia's quilt, I'm not going to do that till after Christmas, because that's just a lot of seam ripping and everything. But I do have other sewing projects I need to do, because I need to make her some book sleeves and everything. I promised her back at the beginning of summer, and I put it to the side because we were trying to use up the yarn and do this, that, and the other, and make room for more yarn or other color yarns I want to get. And it's like, that just didn't seem like it worked up as fast as I wanted to do. So I'm like, okay. So I'll put stuff away, and after next week, because August, this month, is what I was supposed to be sewing. So I'm going to put the yarn away for a week or so and make those things for her for school. And I was like, so that's why I'm probably this weekend I'll be pulling out those sewing projects and all and making those book sleeves. And there was one I found as a book cover for like the marble notebooks, whatever the name is for it. They're not like the little mini ones you got.
Look what I just did.
What did you do? Put leather?
I wanted to put what's the temperature where my post office box is?
Weather for Hallsville. Conditions are clear with a temperature of 79 degrees, 26 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing from the south at 2 miles per hour, 3 kilomiles per hour, and the current humidity is 80%. And see, that's what gets us is the humidity.
Oh, yes, it does.
Oh my goodness. I was talking Joy on the phone earlier about YouTube stuff and everything, but I was watching some of the other people, some of these younger ones. Oh, well, you never been like this. I don't know what year you were born, but buddy, you need to go do your history a little bit more. Like in the 70s, it was in the 80s, in the 90s, and in the early 2000s, because I'm going to tell you, the 78 and 79, it was hot. My mom worked for U-Crop's grocery store. It's no longer around. So I don't have to worry about anybody trying to, and my mom's passed away, so it don't matter. So anyway, she worked for U-Crop's grocery store, and they had a picnic every year for their employees and everything. And don't sit there and tell me it wasn't hot. Oh my goodness, one year. So it's like 77, 78, and 79. And I don't have the pictures anymore. But
that's interesting because I put Columbia in.
Mm-hmm.
The humidity up there in Hallsville is at 80%, 79 and 80%. And where I'm at is 82 degrees and 74%. But there's a lot of people that don't realize this. Where our weather station is not close to where I'm living. It is out at the airport, which is closer to Ashland, Missouri. So that's further towards Jefferson City, the state capital, which there's a river. So the humidity isn't as much. So our weather station is approximately about 13 miles from my house.
I believe it.
Yeah, it just kind of makes it interesting. Like, okay, thanks a lot for having it out there and not close to Columbia.
Well, yeah, that's like ours. It depends on which one it goes by, everything. But we sat there. I know one year it was so hot, even in the shade and everything. And it's like the sweat's just pouring off of you and everything. So one year, we were there and they had baseball games in the afternoon and everything. We had, and the volunteer rescue squad was always there because, just in case for medical or whatever. And one of the guys passed out playing baseball. And so what they did was stop the game. And then as it got cooler in the evening, they redid the game. Started the game back up. But, yeah, there was many times that was hot those summers down at the picnic and everything. And I'm just like, I don't know what they're thinking. They don't, they need to ask some older people. How about the weather? All right, so Kim's weather for Independence. Conditions are clear with a temperature of 81 degrees, 27 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing from the southwest at 3 miles per hour, 5 kilometers per hour. And the current humidity is 70%. I like having fun with that. So, yeah, and then it was hot. So, all right. So now it was 10, 80, 81. So 80, 81. We got the pool. And y'all have heard that story before. It's, but it just gets to me because they go, well, it's never been like this before. 80, 81, 82, 83. We got in Virginia, heat warnings, do not be outside between 1 and 5. The kids or whoever, they work during the morning hours, and between 1 and 5, the construction workers and everything all stopped because it was too hot, And then they had cooling stations opened up and everything. So I was like, yeah, we've done this before. I was like, karma. Weather for Caldwell. Conditions are clear with a temperature of 80 degrees, 27 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing from the northwest at 7 miles per hour, 11 kilometers per hour, and the current humidity is 41%. Now see, she may have 80 degrees, but the humidity being low may not feel like a hot, steamy 80 degrees.
Well, usually as when light goes down in the desert, it gets cold there.
Yeah.
It does.
All right. So the weather says for Lincoln Village, which is like 5 blocks that way. But anyway, we have a airport over here that a lot of like FedEx and all of that comes there, and it's for OSU for them to learn their air plane program or whatever, and then there's a fire department right there, and all. So that's where it depends on what you get your weather from. So I have the weather bug. So the weather bug, we can actually pick whether if we want the weather from this airport or the John Glenn National Airport. So I have it at this one because it says it's 69 degrees here with humidity of 95%. So 69, and you go outside and open that door, and it's going to feel like it's like heavy. So it's like, 69? That's nice and cool. No, because the humidity is so bad. But if we go by the Weather Channel, which is they take it from John Glenn, which is an hour. Technically, it shouldn't be an hour, but it is an hour depending on which way you drive. If you go the highway, 45 minutes or so, but it's still on. So it says 70 degrees. Humidity, 91%. I'm like, yeah, so humidity is higher over that way than it is over here. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, but it's been an hour, and we sit there and had some fun, and as we gotta be up early in the morning. I'm like, oh my goodness. Wednesday, I was probably do just an hour Wednesday because I have to be up early in the morning. So, because I'm going to the allergist Thursday to get my first immunology shot. So, I'll let y'all know how that goes. I was like, I'm kind of looking for it, and I'm not looking for it, but I am looking for it because this stuff, oh my goodness, I don't know if y'all can see it. The little spotchy stuff here and the spotchy stuff here. And I'm just like, oh, no. And Allegra doesn't help at all. So something's got to give because something has to help.
For sure.
So, exactly. So thank you everybody who's here watching on the TV and the chat. In the background, those who watch the replay, we thank you so much for being here. Rebecca and I love y'all. She goes live on Sundays, and I'm just a busy little beaver doing all kinds of things. And she's having her. Thank you, Kim. And she's a busy beaver doing blankets. So,
yeah.
Thank y'all for being here.
Everyone have a blessed night.
We love y'all. God bless. Stay safe. And we'll see you next time on Our Treasure Home.
Good night, everyone.